Ben, let's say I've got a client and they are committed to scaling. They want to double in at least 3 years, and if not sooner. Okay, they don't have a formal hiring process. What would you suggest that they do to make sure that they don't fall into a pit or get bushwhacked or whatever? What might be some things you'd suggest that they do?
Well, it's, again, that we have our Titus beliefs and methodology, and I would believe that they should do something similar. Maybe they have a different perspective of what's important to them, but all right, let's stop. Let's look at our accountability chart. Let's look at every role. What is the right seat from a performance objective? I'm willing to pay this person $80,000 because they're going to do this for us. Then what are the themes that they believe in? Is it head, heart, and briefcase? What are the themes that they're going to use to evaluate that talent? I'm going to hire the whole person, not just the resume.
Right.
And when you onboard that person, clearly articulating, again, those performance objectives, doing those self-awareness and team dynamic exercises so the head is aligned for the role, but also within the team. That's part of your onboarding to get them included in the group. The heart is your values are everything in your business. And so make sure they understand the values and the why of what you're doing. And then really look at the skills and be like, this is what you're really good at right now. And we got to put a training plan around these things. And then coach them long-term with the same conceptual areas of this was what makes up a person. Right. And people want to be treated like people. To go out and execute. I think one other important thing is a pitfall that runs to many companies is, hey, I built this perfect seat that I want. I want them to do this, this, and this. Yes. I want them to have all these base things. Then they go out and recruit people, and it's daunting to find someone that perfectly aligns with every element of that seat.
Yeah,
that can be a challenge. Or you find the perfect person, but they're $30,000 above the comp line. Right. And so we call it calibration. You need to know what you want. How does that calibrate with compensation and attractability to the target market? So then a real conversation has to happen if data is showing that it's not attractive or your comp is lower. Now, what I love about having a head, heart, and briefcase methodology is, all right, I'm going to have to look at those performance objectives, maybe slightly lower them to have realistic goals.
Right.
Maybe the skills, we're going to have to find someone that's got a few less skills because we can't afford the Cadillac version. Sure. But man, I have the head and the heart. I want to get someone that's wired to do this role, is cognitively capable of this role, and is aligned very well with our values.
Right.
And those two will take precedent over the briefcase in that hiring decision, because you have to be open to it based on the live data of the recruitment. Okay. But what happens is that when they don't go through that methodology kind of one by one step, when something happens, they put the wrong person in the wrong seat. They maybe overpay for what they shouldn't have overpaid, or they go with the candidate that has a little bit less briefcase, but they don't have the corresponding training program to ramp them up so they start to line up with the original performance objectives sooner. Okay. And that's a lot. I know that is a lot, but it's a people strategy framework that you need to develop as a cultural mindset. Good things are going to happen.